great Aunt Marion, and she was an interesting person. Our family was, she was my dad's aunt, but she was near his age. She was young in the family, and she left, and came to New York as a dancer, and that was considered a very low-class thing to do in their family. So it's just so funny. But she was such an amazing person. You can see in her expression. But I think I was influenced by her. When we went to visit her when we were little, she had ribbons on each of her wrists. It was a kind of a 20s thing that had still carried over. And she always tied a different bow, tied a bow in her dog's hair. Her dog was named Fluffy. Every morning. And I think I must have been influenced by her because I would hear so much about her from my dad. And I think she just kind of liberated me also. So that's Aunt Marion. Oh gosh, there's just so many. Well, let's do this another time. I should go through these anyway. There's Whittica in Sweden. That's cute. She looks like a little doll. Somebody just left on a bench somewhere. And there's another one of her on the sand in Sweden. There's me with long hair. This is at their house there in Sweden. That's it. Chap. Look at Mr. Brown. Here we are. I think we're in Spain. Yeah, we're up in the very north of Spain. In the wilds of Sweden again. This is a merry-go-round in Spain. I don't even know where we were. Oh, this is in Denmark.
Do you miss having babies in your life?
Yes. I mean, of course. Always. I miss all of the activity of that and the spontaneity of it. They just make everything come alive. But we all do if we keep the right spirit. It doesn't have to go away with babies. But they do have a special talent for that, I must say. Here's Richard in that same place in Spain with us. You didn't see many pictures of Richard. Heather and Whittica and me. I think she might have been expecting Felix at that time. I don't know.
And did you ever want to have more than one child?
Oh, I thought I was going to have a dozen. I always planned on having 12. But I don't know. I know what happened actually. Oh, here we are in London. In the Rose Garden. In
Regent's Park?
Yes.
It's very close to my house.
Yeah. Right. Anyway, what happened was when Heather was born, all of a sudden I felt, as I got to know her and all, I just thought, it seems odd to want to have more children because she was so complete. Everything about her made home. We just felt the completeness. And it just didn't feel, it felt like just wanting to have more children. You know, it just didn't feel necessary. It felt that almost that we would be giving less attention to Heather. It would be spreading it so thin, and each one is so special. All of a sudden I just felt the the single relationship just seemed the most full way to know a little child. So I changed my approach. As I was growing up, I always thought, oh, I'll have 100, you know, just as many children as you can possibly imagine. And then it just completely changed very naturally. I never looked, and I have never thought differently. I never thought, oh, I wish I had, or I'm just, because then Heather grew up and she had, you know, a husband and children, and so I feel like we have 4 children now. So it's quite enough, and I'm very grateful for the whole experience, the complete experience. Okay.